Kaelen took a step forward, placing himself between Fenrik and the spirit, his grip tightening on the hilt of his knife. The cold edge of the frost moon flickered through him again, spreading a chill into his fingertips. "Leave, Fenrik," Kaelen said, his voice low. "You have no idea what this magic can do." Fenrik scoffed. "I know enough." He twirled the jagged spear in his hand, the sharp metal catching the red glow of the moon. "You don't deserve that power. It should have been mine." Kaelin's muscles coiled instinctively, the hunter's moon magic urging him to strike, to end this threat before it escalated. But the wolf moon's influence simmered just below the surface, and Kaelen knew if he gave in even a little, he might not stop himself. The spirit in the clearing twisted, sensing the conflict. Its shadowy form pulsed, stretching its limbs as if testing the boundaries between realms. "You're going to get yourself killed," Kaelen warned, trying to keep his voice steady. Fenrik's grin only widened. "Or maybe, I'll kill you and take your place." Without warning, Fenrik lunged. Kaelen reacted on instinct. He ducked low, the tip of Fenrik's spear whistling past his head. In a flash, Kaelen's knife was in his hand. He spun on his heel and slashed, forcing Fenrik to leap back. "You idiot!" Kaelen snarled, struggling to hold back the rage burning inside him. "This isn't a game!" Fenrik lunged again, his spear aimed for Kaelen's chest. Kaelen blocked with the flat of his knife, but the impact sent a shock through his arm, and his hunter's moon reflexes surged, driving him to strike before he could think. His next blow came too fast, too fierce, a blur of speed and precision that should have left Fenrik on the ground, but instead, Fenrik grinned, as if he had expected it. Kaelen's heart sank as Fenrik whispered a word in an ancient tongue, and the spear in his hand pulsed with dark energy. The ground shifted beneath them. Kaelen felt the air grow heavier, as though a door had cracked open between worlds. A low, hungry growl echoed through the mist, a sound that didn't belong to any mortal creature. "Fenrik, what did you do?" Kaelen whispered, ice creeping into his voice. Fenrik laughed, low and smug. "I made a deal." Behind Fenrik, the spirit twisted again, its form growing darker, more defined. What had once been a shadow now had the shape of something monstrous, long limbs, claws like scythes, and hollow eyes that burned with pale fire. Chapter 5. The Crimson Beast Calls. Kaelen's chest tightened. He could feel the magic inside him ripple, surging toward the surface. The hunter's moon demanded a hunt, but the frost and wolf moons clawed at him too, their powers jostling for control. For a moment, Kaelen felt his vision shift. The world tilted, and everything became sharper. The sound of Fenrik's breathing, the pulse of the spirit's dark energy, the cold bite of the wind on his skin. His instincts screamed for release, to tap into his fragmented magic and destroy everything in his path. But he knew what would happen if he let go. He'd lose himself. The wolf moon's rage would consume him. Elara's voice echoed faintly in his mind. "Control it." Kaelen gritted his teeth, forcing the magic down. "You've made a mistake, Fenrik. You don't understand what you've unleashed." "Spare me your warnings," Fenrik sneered, raising his spear. "You think you're the only one cursed by the moons? I'm not afraid to use what they offer." The spirit behind Fenrik let out a guttural, inhuman screech, the sound rippling through the air like a storm front. It lunged forward, its claws aimed not at Kaelen, but at Fenrik. "Look out!" Kaelen shouted, too late. The spirit struck Fenrik hard, slashing across his shoulder. Fenrik stumbled back with a cry of pain, clutching the wound as dark mist curled from the gash. The spirit's claws had left more than just a wound. They had torn away part of Fenrik's soul. For a moment, Fenrik's bravado shattered. His face paled as he realized the magnitude of his mistake. It wasn't supposed to attack me," he whispered, staggering. Kaelen didn't waste any more time. He surged forward, channeling the speed of the hunter's moon. His knife slashed in a silver arc, striking the spirit before it could finish Fenrik off. The creature hissed as Kaelen's blade tore through its shadowy form, forcing it to retreat back into the mist. But the fight wasn't over. Chapter 6. The Edge of the Veil. Kaelen stood over Fenrik, his chest heaving. The other hunter lay on the ground, his eyes wide with fear. The spear had fallen from his hand, forgotten in the dirt. "You brought this on yourself," Kaelen said coldly, though part of him pitied Fenrik. Fenrik groaned, clutching his wounded shoulder. You saved me?" Kaelen sheathed his knife and reached down, grabbing Fenrik by the collar. "You have no idea how close you were to losing everything. That spirit was just the beginning." He hauled Fenrik to his feet and shoved him back. "Go home, Fenrik. If you try this again, I won't save you." Fenrik opened his mouth to argue, but the look in Kaelen's eyes silenced him. With one final glare, Fenrik stumbled away, disappearing into the mist. Kaelen turned back toward the clearing, scanning the shadows for any sign of the spirit, but something else caught his attention. A familiar hum of magic in the air, thick and dangerous. The ground beneath his feet trembled, and Kaelen felt the crimson beast stir. It was closer than he had feared. "Elara," Kaelen whispered, realizing with a chill that the priestess might already be in danger. Without another thought, he turned and sprinted through the forest, the glow of the hunter's moon lighting his path. Chapter 7. The Final Hunt Approaches. The forest stretched endlessly before Kaelen, twisting and shifting under the moon's influence. His heart pounded as he ran, the fragmented magic inside him flickering dangerously close to the surface. The hunter's moon urged him forward, filling his limbs with strength, but the wolf moon whispered of rage, and the frost moon pulled at his soul with cold despair. Kaelen gritted his teeth and pressed on, knowing that the real fight was just beginning. The crimson beast waited beyond the veil, and Kaelen would have to face it, whether he was ready or not. To be continued.